Even though they've been inconsistent in splitting 1-1, they're still in the running for one of those 6 spots, just because they've been slightly better and they've been able to split series each night that we see them. But we are into this one, Henry.
We are indeed. We'll have a look at the buy for HellRaisers. They'll be starting on the T side of Gobble here. 3 sets of armor. Angel with the CZ. And got a couple of bits of utility as well. Looks like a fast drop-down play coming in with Dead Fox leading the charge.
It's going to be Neo that takes down Dead Fox to start it off, so we'll see him in another round, perhaps. It's still not going to be this time around, as Sticko will get at least 1 kill in return against Pasha, but Snax has not only gotten the kill on Angel, they've secured the bomb in doing so, and Sticko's going to have to try an alternate attack. That's a pun, but they're not even playing this game, Henry.
Yeah, it doesn't really work, but I like the sentiment. Yeah,
it works.
Sort of.
CS fans be like...
What are they like right now? Confused? Yeah.
They're just in it to win it, as Snax is as well. He'll close it out. 2 kills for him in the round, as with Taz. And VP getting the pistol round on CT side. Good start. We'll see. Again, HellRaisers are a team that's bottom of the bracket type of deal. I won't say dead. I think they're, what, second last right now? Just above Flipside with 2 wins, something along the lines. So for them, I mean, they can be the spoiler team at this point in time. I don't see them making a run to the LAN. That's just not, I don't think it's statistically
for teams like this, right? Obviously, with lots of lineup changes, I don't think they ever consider themselves being part of
relegation.
Avoid relegation, exactly that. It's a very prestigious league to be part of, and you do everything you can to stay within it. But the fast speed split doesn't work out for HellRaisers. Their VP shutting it down pretty convincingly. Wasn't too much to report there. Taz and Snax actually picking up the majority of the frags. Neo gets the last one as well. And we go into round number 2. There is a force buy from HellRaisers. Obviously, didn't get the bomb down. Looks like they'll be going towards the A side this time, 4 and towards middle. And Angel, he's by himself towards long A, but Taz is in a nice long-range position with this M4A4 in hand, looking to gun them down as they run around the corner.
Gun them down. Indeed, they will do. Snax will hold it together, at least, against Sticko, because it was looking problematic for a moment as Dead Fox traded against Taz. That's all they get in the end in Virtus.Pro. They'll stay solid. They'll get 4 alive. And therefore, we'll go into yet another round with no bomb plants for HellRaisers, and they'll have to go, not a full save, but effectively so. And in fact, just based on the investment in the last round, the only one that could really justify bringing up a little bit of utility in a pistol is Dead Fox.
Yeah, but he wants to be saving for that AWP, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So
I did that earlier. Gave it to Yanko. We got 4 kills with it.
Nice. Yeah, we've been having a turbulent time at the boot camp.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when I'm mid-fragging. I should always be on bottom if we're doing well. If I'm mid-fragging consistently, someone's not pulling their weight.
We're a little bit rusty. It's going to take a few days before we get in the zone, I think. Especially, I haven't played in about 2 months, probably. It's the first week I've had back. But
Pasha's going to push this as well against pistols. Oh, the wide peek on the second player. Does well to pull that spray back into control, because that could have been hugely problematic. Now he's just got to get away. 14 HP. Neo's going to try and come over and help keep his teammate alive. Molotovs as well should give him a plan to back away, and they won't be able to re-peek it, so it's on to Bialy at drop instead. And he'll just wait for this opportunity. It's interesting as he walks back in. Little snap of the mouse. And this is Bialy that's going to take down Bondic. Jump shot for Neo. Of course, we're still using a new patch that does allow jump shots, because let's face it, it's allowed.
Yeah, so that was interesting yesterday with that release in the beta client. That's going to fix everything,
if you're going to break the game, don't bother putting it in the beta client, but if you're going to fix it, go ahead and we'll run the beta.
That literally makes no sense at all. We have got a player dropping out for HellRaisers, so I'm sure we've got a pause coming in here. So we can probably talk about this a little bit, Matty. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, right? You introduced a beta client, and we kind of talked about it. It didn't seem like it was being tremendously used. We thought it'd be like loads of feedback and all that sort of thing. Now we have got that with the latest patch. I think people are starting to realize that, okay, well, we've got this now. The game's been broken. We don't use it. Let's make sure we give them all the feedback they can possibly do on this beta client. And when it comes into the actual competitive update, or whatever you want to call it, that's when we'll see a perfect game once again. It'll be back to usuals, and we'll see what happens with that one. But still, I think we're still in the gentleman's agreement. You can't use any sort of self boosts, anything you couldn't do before the previous update. So 3-0. There is a pause coming in.
There is indeed. Good chance to discuss as well. I don't really know what it is a chance to discuss for, though. What do you want to discuss, Henry?
I think
Chad wants to offer us food, and I got thrown off by that because I've only had a burrito all day. Chad, well, what are we having?
He's always thinking about it.
Pizza? That's the usual go-to, isn't it? I'll take thin crust barbecue chicken with banana peppers on it. A little bit of garlic, too, please. It makes my breath smell terrible, and it keeps people like you away. Thanks.
HellRaisers are back on the server. We go into the first gun round, Matthew, and Virtus.Pro, they're going for a little bit of the bargain basement play. They're going to keep the 2 of the scouts up, which is certainly a bold statement on the CT side here. Let's see what they can do with those weapons. Snacks and Neo will be wielding those. We have got a Famas in the hands of Pasha as well. Obviously, they will have money to buy into the next round. If they win this, it will be fantastic for them. But it's certainly a little bit risky. We'll see what happens as they go into round number 4. There's 5 AKs available for HellRaisers. No AWP. Considering we've thought Dead Fox was going in that direction, it's surprising not to see him do so, but we'll see what kind of play comes into this first gun round here. It'll be 2 players towards the top of the middle, actually 2 rotating in towards lower as well, so 4 on the A side of the map for now, 0 holding in towards drop down, but Taz and Snacks, we've seen this crossfire many times, normally to very good effect as well. We'll see whether it works out for them this time. It's actually going to have some confrontation towards long A. Snacks debating Taz, who's just by the hay bales there.
Snacks is trying to do so with a scout. Taz, such a lovely looking position where his head just peers over from the hayloft. It's going to be Snacks watching down toward danger, but that smoke out means they're going to approach exactly this. Middle already with AKs. He's got a damage into 1. That's going to allow Taz to come back into this, but they're smoked off. The T's electing not even to put any pressure toward Outer. Is going to leave an opening for HellRaisers to push the site, and Bondic, a good turn back will take down Taz. It's all onto the rotations, and a missed shot, unfortunately, from Bialy allows 0 to pick up the kill. It's a 5 versus 2, a situation we can't close on very often, but we'll see if HellRaisers can.
I'm sure they can in this instance. It looks like Neo will be saving towards the top of middle. Pasha in towards the balcony still, but he doesn't really have much to work with here. He's got a flashbang and an HE grenade. He's just going to be holding up and seeing if any terrorists get a little bit greedy here, trying to take one of them down, upgrade to an AK-47. But that round was always going to be difficult for VP. It was that bonus round mentality, keeping those scouts in the hand, and the Famas as well. They certainly could have updated them, but decided not to, and it doesn't really work out for them. HellRaisers with a decent call, though. Nice and simple. All in towards middle. All 5 players is getting up there, and didn't find anyone towards the top of mid. It's going to be that rotation from long A. Snacks gets a tag with the scout, but that's pretty much all they get of it. As Taz tried to flash through the smoke there, got taken down straight away. And actually 5 players for HellRaisers staying alive, so a very successful round for them. Not out of the woods just yet, as we do have a full buy coming in for VP. Neo just saved the scout, though. He's still got $5,300. He's trying to keep his money nice and strong going forward. The scout, obviously, has many options for that weapon on this map, but we'll see where he decides to go. As we enter round number 5 here. HellRaisers not really too much danger of getting fully reset, even if it loses to all 5 players going down. The 1,400 will be enough to get a decent enough buy going into the next round, as we have got some B smokes going down. This could be the fast B play.
Very fast. On a land out by the rock to cover off in towards statue when they cross over. Oh, that flash is the more important aspect of it all, though, because Pasha's in a position where he can try and get them with the M4. They overwhelm him, blinded up, cannot find a kill in return. It's Taz that will come over and do so, though, as he has the M4 in prime position. Neo, good tag toward, I believe, Dead Fox, but he's going to hold true and take down Bondic in the end. And Dead Fox only goes down to 78 on all of that, so Snacks just going to try and pull this back. 1 versus 2, and he's got them both with the headshot as he backs away.
Wow, wasn't the prettiest round of CS. There was a bit of a brawl on the B side there. No one really getting the momentum needed to actually finish the round off, but Snacks, he comes up strong in the 2 versus 1. I thought he was going to take him down by Dead Fox there, considering they knew exactly where he was. He was low HP as well. Just needed to land a couple of bullets there in any direction of Snacks would have been it, but doesn't work out. And the fast B play from HellRaisers with a couple of smokes and Molotovs as they went to the bomb site doesn't work out in the end, but we have got Snacks buying a Bison.
A Pipi Bison? Do you know when to buy? We've done this before, but you know when to buy it. Never.
What?
Never buy it.
I'd say probably the worst gun in the entire game.
Do you know, I think I may have told this story as well. See, this is the thing when we cast over 2,000 maps of Counter-Strike in 1 year, is we get kind of repetitive sometimes. But in Firearms, the first iteration of the game, which was also on the Half-Life, you know,
right.
It was a mod similar to Counter-Strike originally.
Yeah.
The Bison was so good because the recoil, if you aimed it at the chest and just held it down, it would kick back straight through their head, and you'd get guaranteed headshots.
Funny enough, in the beta for CSGO, when it first came out in 2011, the Bison was actually one of the best guns in the game. We actually had
with the P90.
We had an ISC channel called Viva La Bison because the gun was so good.
By James Bardoff.
No,
probably. He loves that gun.
All the top players you love today. Actually, we were all in there, kind of, and that was the name of the channel. It was the joke that there was a nice OP gun in the game at the time.
Interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
A bit of trivia for you there. So I don't think the Bison, whatever you want to call it, is going to be used. It looks like it's been thrown towards the back of the APC to be moved out, taken back to base.
Yeah, I agree. Get rid of it.
Yeah, just for anyone who's not aware, it is not a joke. That is probably the worst gun in the game. Doesn't do really any damage. Fires like a BB gun.
Yeah, it's a bit like a BB gun, actually. I'm pretty sure if you turned it around backwards and smacked them in the face with the butt end of it, it would do more damage.
Like, it's just one of those weapons. Like, sure, against unarmored players and full ecos, you can mow them down and have a good time with it, but it's just got no potential to take into a gun round. Against armored players, it does absolutely nothing. You might have 64 bullets, but they're pretty effective. Well then, we've had a couple of technical issues here. Hopefully this is the last one.
That's fine. I'm okay with more of them.
You like to chat?
Yeah, it's a good time. I'm trying to go easy on my voice this evening as I try and pull it back in. I've considered getting vocal insurance.
Well, it's your job, your livelihood.
The way I see it, if Rihanna can insure her legs, I can insure my voice.
Yeah, like when we were in the CGS, we were advised to insure our hands because it was the way we made our money. So.
And it's also how you masturbate it, which is also important.
Right. Oh dear, that went off the rails pretty quickly. Whoa. 4-1.
You did this boost today. I played APC, baited you into bottom mid, and then I got the call all wrong and ended up dead anyway. As this time they're going to put pressure at bottom mid and hold it from the corner. Snacks is the one to get aggressive and try and spot anyone down through the wooden doorway. No one is. Angel's there. He's going to drop a smoke out, though. Molotov's going to counter that, so it'll slow things down. And while we slow things down, so too will the push it long, because it has to coincide with that, which the team's doing inside of middle. So Snacks is in prime position. He's actually going to go full Snacks. Why not? Flash himself back in. Angel's aware of the fact that he may do so. Crosshair placement's going to be off for Angel. But when he peeks out, nearly snaps it back in time. He will not.
Very risky play there from Snacks. By himself, hasn't got anyone to refrag, and has a lot of angles to cover there. You can see him looking towards the top of danger, but Angel had his number. It has to take 50 damage, but he gets the man advantage. It was 50 seconds remaining as well. Cobble is HellRaisers oyster at this point. They can just fall back, decide to go B or A. You can see VP don't really have a read on it right now. They've got two players towards A. Bialy's watching drop down, and Neo's by himself in the B site. So what's the final move here? They still have two smokes, make it 3 HellRaisers, as they're looking like they will be finishing up towards B. If Dead Fox, he's going to be trying to surprise towards long A, but this doesn't really work out for him as Taz does find 2. And Neo, aggressive, of course, towards the upper platform, does find the 3rd. So HellRaisers, with that massive opportunity, it has been completely thrown into the hands of VP.
Drop down. Zero's going to rotate around through connector. They can try and cut off these 2-2 split defenders right now, which may actually work if they're effective enough, but they're making a lot of noise. It's going to give away their position, but still they find Pasha. Zero's still alive and well, low HP on Taz, but he's managed still to hit the headshot onto Zero in turn. He'll die to Bondnik in the end, but it's going to make it a 2-1, and you're dead right. The time is gone. Time is gone, and he needs to stay alive. That's the bigger issue now, AKA should just make it. Oh, just barely.
Oh, that's a bit of excitement, isn't it? Wow. So like we said, HellRaisers getting that huge advantage with the first pick. It was Snacks maybe being a little bit overzealous there towards middle. Gets taken down. I thought HellRaisers going to fall back into a full B execute at that point, but they actually decided to go for a little A fake. One towards middle, one at long A. Actually just gave away 2 kills, and then the HellRaisers were left with absolutely nothing to work with. Neo with the AWP. He was upgraded from that scout, of course, and now it will be 5-1. And it force, I was going to say, it should be an eco. I didn't even notice it was the force buy from HellRaisers at this stage. They're all in. 1 AK. 3 upgraded pistols and a UMP. Fast towards drop down. Let's see what they can do with this.
Well, good positioning from Pasha. This is the secondary nuke I was talking about, I think last week, that no one checks
it's
anymore.
True, isn't it?
It's yet no one checks it. You Molotov the stairs, you put the second one onto Chicken Coop, and you play that. It's not going to work every round, obviously, but you play that once or twice, no one looks there.
Yeah, you guess you got kind of tunnel vision when you're coming off the broken wall. You're looking towards the tree, you're looking towards the fountain, the chicken coop, the steps. It's probably one of those positions you just don't anticipate for, right?
It's kind of like fence at Dust 2 on B. Once you know it, or once someone's done it once, you're going to say, nah, fool me once, right? But the one time it does work like that, you just spray everyone down on the way through, so it's very effective in that sense.
Well, VP having a very good time here on Cobble so far. This is definitely still a T-sided map, and the form we saw them in a DreamHack Open, probably some of the best since E-League as well. Neo getting the MVP of the tournament. What a fantastic showing that was from him overall. Like, so many glorious moments from one of the true legends of Counter-Strike. It was actually really nice to watch him play and get himself the MVP award. That was one of my favorite showings of him this year, actually, I think. But it's going to be a full eco here for HellRaisers. A few pistols here and there. They've got some Deagles and PT-50s, but no nades. It should be a pretty easy affair for the likes of Pasha, who goes in towards upper platform here. He gets the first kill, knows the Dead Foxes as well. Could find himself in a bit of trouble here as he gets tagged down. Probably just wants to fall back there, but he fancied it a bit more, and he gets punished for it.
Dead Fox waiting with the Deagle as well. Is just going to have a flash go against him. A smoke as well. 4 versus 4. He's got a chance to try and find an opening pick here. As they're not going to actually have a secondary flash. I thought it was going to be a smoke. They did not drop down. I would have expected it at that time, but Bialy's going to shuffle back over and quick and easy execution. Still 2 smokes and 2 Molotovs to work with on the CT side as they can try and delay this a little bit longer. A minute left, so good utility. And the kills coming in spades. Taz, we saw it at Cologne. Holding that window seems to be a specialty for him. It's very hard to get down drop if he's positioned accordingly.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Well, just Bondic. If he can get one kill out of this, I'd be very surprised. And looks like Taz might be giving the opportunity. There it is. He jumps up, gets a little bit impatient there. There's absolutely no real reason apart from trying to finish it quickly to jump up there. Obviously, he had it all locked down, but timing doesn't work out for him. It's going to be a 3 versus 1 Bondic now with the M4 in hand. Could actually cause a little bit more damage here to the CT side. He gets smoked out there. That probably thwarts it. And it's 30 seconds remaining. At this point, he's just thinking about how can I die? And he knows he's locked in. There it is. Neo will be taking him down and finish things off. So 7-1, and we do have money finally coming back in for HellRaisers. They're a 4th stage loss bonus right now. The AWP is a possibility. Yeah, there it is. It comes out. I think it will be glass cannon as well. So yeah, Dead Fox probably could have got body armor with it. He's opted to go for the grenade. It suggests maybe more of a set piece coming in. They want to actually be able to execute off the back of this. So maybe with the first pick, you know, off the platforms where Neo has been showing most of his hands towards, but we'll see what HellRaisers bring to the table here. Certainly not over. It looks a little bit of a one-sided affair so far, but HellRaisers still have the opportunity to win the half, so you can never really count anyone out at this stage.
Dead Fox just waiting for this. Remember what we talked about, Tarek? The spray down toward the big box used to be the standard before the stairwell was implemented. Now this is the new position to try and counter off the early aggression for the CTs. That nade, 21 HP left over for Dead Fox. Get wrecked.
Yeah, that's the real problem with the glass cannon AWP. You're in a lot of trouble, but it doesn't matter this time because Pasha wants to boost up above that smoke and see what he can spot anything, but Dead Fox not taking a hefty grenade. Ooh,
that's, oh my god, the smoke hits him. He took 2 damage from a smoke landing.
Can you imagine if that guy's the one to take him out?
That would have been unbelievable. Neo's going to catch off Sticko, though, as he goes back out toward long.
I couldn't work out what was killing him then.
Yeah, the smoke thrown over.
I think it only does that if you have no armor, right? So if you have armor, you're okay from them.
It's been so long since I've actually seen it happen, I couldn't tell you, to be completely honest.
I'm pretty sure.
I think you're probably right. It's going to be Bondic that takes down Bialy. Snacks, Neo, and Taz, the last 3 remaining. Only one better on the HellRaisers side, but it's Dead Fox on low, and now he's gonna, be in the open. It's Snacks to pull Angel, but traded back, smoke off on the doorway. They're gonna try and push onto the A site. Rotations, therefore, coming over from both Taz and Neo. Taz gets in good position. APC, look at the HP, 12 and 19, and Taz only managing to get 1. Thankfully, Neo getting Bondic beforehand, leaves just 0 remaining, and bomb, 16 seconds. It's been scooped up on the way by, smoke in place, which means Zero should be able to put this down. And he'll have to go for a 12 HP clutch with Neo wrapping. He's gonna play this out from bottom Ned. Head just showing, watch the crosshair placement, but Neo's got it with the deagle instead.
Neo, the absolute master of clutches. He comes up trumps once again there, and you can see HellRaisers, they had such an opportunity there. I thought that kill towards top and middle. It was Dead Fox with 21 HP. There's 1 bullet for Snacks to take him down. I thought that was the opportunity at that stage, but Taz coming out aggressively from the balcony area. Does nail that headshot. They're crossing towards the bomb site. He gets 1 down, but the clutch is out of reach there for the final terrorist player. Neo coming in with the deagle, getting the information that he was dinged. And it will be 8-1. We're going to round number 10. There is still money available for HellRaisers, of course. They did manage to get the bomb down. Obviously, it's maximum loss bonus as well. So, going to be plenty of cash available going into this one. But no AWP this time. 5 AK-47s and still yet to make any real dent on this terrorist side. They've got 1 so far. And it's aggressive for Stacks. He seems to be aggressive every single round. I think I've said that about 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
And he hasn't been exactly lighting them up in these aggressive situations. But still, he's posting decent numbers. It just seems like he gives away his frag more often than not.
I kind of like seeing Snacks play that style. It's nice when it works. It's like simple, risk-reward.
But that angle is like one of the hardest and
agreed.
Difficult for a CT to face, especially if you're not using a flash and there's multiple terrorists there. It's like you're just definitely dead. It's such a risky play.
Well, Angel, this time having cleared out danger, is going to try and pull his teammates back over toward A, but look at the stack that's come in immediately after, losing Snacks early on. Perhaps they anticipate thinking that first kill is going to lead them in that direction, and it's just 1 player to anchor out toward B as a result. It's Pasha, way back toward the stairs at long flash over. They'll face Dead Fox. He gets tagged up slightly. Again, 78 for him. Both times he's taken damage and I've called upon him. It's been 78 he's been left over with, but Angel, he's going to get the shot as they flash back around. Then it's Bialy caught. He knows there's 1 toward the stable, but doesn't anticipate exactly where Taz has gone. That's going to give him 2. A 3rd. Bomb goes down, and Neo, he'll close out on Bondic. Taz, lovely stuff as Sticko, the late lurk coming in from the drop, is going to have very little to work with in all seriousness. And in fact, exactly that. Pasha will take him down.
Yeah, it's HellRaisers once again being gifted that pick towards long A. They have the 5-on-4. They look like they actually made the right call there as well. They had the man advantage in almost every scenario as they walk around these corners there. But Taz, great positioning, great crosshair placement as well as they come around the corner. He finds 3 kills. To be fair, HellRaisers probably could have been a little bit better with their refrag potential there, been a little bit closer, not allowing him to reset his aim, and it does get them punished as we go into round number 11, 9-1. VP certainly running away with this one so far. They're going to have Tech-9s, CZs, a couple of smokes, and looks like a B-sided attack here. It's going to be going all in towards the upper platform, and I'm not really sure what they're going to get out of it as they jump into the flames beneath them. Zero taking initial damage, but it looks like they might get the first kill here. Pasha goes down, Taz with a quick kill, but Bialy drops. This could be a chance to actually win the second round as Bondic finds 2 of the Tech-9.
Taz, oh, that flash timing through the smoke. As soon as he goes to peek the outside drop, gets covered off, and it's just Snacks remaining. P250, P250 in hand, but AWP in possession. Knowing that it's 9-1 though and a bomb going down, situation as is on the reset, every kill that he can pick up is important. There's 2 guns that are grabbed and carried over.
Yeah, well, the money isn't too great for VP, believe it or not. Actually, probably wanted to save this AWP. I would say that's more important than him trying to get anyone down at this stage. He's only got 1,500 in his reserve. His teammates are much better off. You can see Bialy's only got $1,000, Taz 900. So it goes to show you a lot of these rounds have been considerably close. They're coming down to just individuals stepping up after losing those first couple of frags. But Snacks, like I said, it was a bit risky for me, even him hunting for any sort of kills there. He does save the AWP though, so they will be able to buy around it. It won't be the biggest of buys, but I think Snacks can probably drop a Famous over. They've got the double AWP, so Neo's just trying to boost their chances there with that secondary AWP, where they have the weaker weapons than some of the other players there. So a UMP in the hands of Taz, a Famous or Bialy, and it's going to be the double AWP setup I mentioned before. Pasha is on the M4A4. So, problem is for VP though, if they lose this round, they're almost certainly going to be double eco. So this is actually a chance for HellRaisers to really get stuck into this game. Snacks once again pushing towards the middle. Look at that first frag. He drops that smoke just to protect him from the player's close range, and having a look towards the top of mid to see if anyone is going to be lurking towards that area. Even checking the Juliet tower. Why not?
Juliet.
I guess we called that Rapunzel, didn't we? We changed
I get it. You know, you're romantic. You want to be Romeo.
Yeah.
That would make Machine Juliet.
Yep. But don't talk about that on there, please.
Just did.
Can you not do it again?
Yeah, you have Machine, right? That's what we were talking about? I can't remember. Taz, UMP, far range. Quick peek toward bottom and middle, and that's going to give Snacks the information that they are approaching that direction. AWP in hand, he'll find one. No information of exactly what's going on toward the long, though, excuse me. And a flash over. Where's the kill from Bondic as Snacks manages to get a quick shot onto him. It's suddenly they'll respond, and Dead Fox is going to pick up one inside the hut. Bialy's got to pretty much pull this back. And he manages to do so, 14 HP, because his teammate, not quite primed in position, was Neo coming through the door. He's since gone around, and Sticko's got no idea where he is.
Yeah, that's timing for Neo worked perfectly. Sticko has no idea he's there as well. So it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Bialy on the site, he probably will go down. He actually has no idea where Sticko is. So Sticko's just waiting for someone to make a mistake at this stage. Has got the bomb in hand. He's got utility to work with. He's just hoping SCT gifts himself to him. But the timing doesn't work out once again. Sticko, he's got to be so upset with that one. He was watching that position for so long, like 20 seconds. And the moment he looks away, that's when Bialy comes down the APC. A little bit gutting for him, and unfortunately for HellRaisers, it does mean the reset, but they were on an eco the round they won before, so their money's actually pretty decent. They managed to actually pick up 4 weapons on their eco round, so they're actually going to be able to buy around this. It's not too bad, but it is 10-2. A big round for VP to pick up. They keep the double AWPs in hand. Pasha down to a mag 7, but actually never discount him when he has that weapon in hand. He can be very effective towards the broken wall area with that weapon, and we'll see whether HellRaisers decide to go towards B again. Snacks wanted to push long A again. This guy is relentless. Every single round he wants to go for aggro kills.
I feel like he's just in that mood, like, we want to land.
Yeah.
We're confident.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mess around.
He's just by himself as well, just looking for frags.
I thought there was a moment in that 1 versus 4 when I said he was looking for exits, when he peeked out Arch. I thought there was a moment we were going to see the Snacks Ninja Defuse attempt.
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to go for it.
Well, it looks like HellRaisers will be heading towards long A once again. There's actually 3 players towards that area, but Snacks and Taz will be patrolling it themselves. So Snacks holds danger with the AWP. Taz with the rifle, just looking to back him up. And you can see Ain't Sharp actually going to be methodically taking this with the flashbangs, trying to segregate it and push back any CTs maybe waiting for them. But Taz, he's looking to frag here. So the idea is, as soon as the AWP shot comes in from Snacks, that's when Taz will come around and go for the full spray down. But Snacks having a bit of trouble here. Has to do the no scope, but of course he lands it.
Taz is still just waiting for this shot out toward long as well. No one to bait him in. But the push coming through from Snacks again on that AWP. He's in the bottom of middle right now in a close proximity to the wooden door, trying to cover off his teammate through danger.
It's like so risky, but at this point, it's actually going to work. But Dead Fox, he's by himself towards long A with the bomb. If he goes down, that's round over. His teammates are trying to actually do something towards B. They're trying to sell. It's actually a boot take. And
missed Molotov. Just Molotov'd himself off and then gets caught retreating. He tries to push Neo out of position. That's a big miss.
It's a bit of a mess, to be honest.
Yep, and it's going to give Pasha the chance. You said don't discount Bondic down. As you say, though, Bomb is completely alone in the hands of Dead Fox. I'm not sure if... The best thing I could have seen is drop split, but like, there was only one player.
Bomb by himself, though. Like, it's the AWPer as well. So the AWPer's got to run onto the bomb site and then try and find a close-range kill where his teammates are coming in for the A split. Like, it's very unlikely that's ever going to work out for them. Surely, if you're going to do the A split, get the bomb in the hands of like a rifle, someone going towards middle, up a little tag team unit that can actually do something about it. Dead Fox is by himself along A. If he dies, that's round over, like I said, but it didn't even get that far. It's 11-2. This is getting to the point of no return, I have to say. It is the T-side of map for sure, and VP definitely no slouches on their T-side, so I don't think they'll be making this sort of sloppy mistakes we're seeing from HellRaisers right now. To be fair, they are still testing the new lineup, Matt, with Dead Fox coming in. I'm not expecting amazing things.
I am, Henry.
You are?
There's no room for failure.
Well, I agree. In Pro League, you probably can't just be giving away.
Failure is unacceptable.
I would agree.
And I'm afraid that they're going to have to just boot camp harder like we are.
Yeah, we are very committed at the moment. Look out for more frag highlights.
We look committed.
Yes, we always look committed. Some more than others.
I keep forgetting we have a cough button here. My apologies.
Try and use it.
Yeah, we have one for a change. Nice.
Well, we have got the... Is this a full investment? Yeah, it is from HellRaisers. At this point, they need the last 2 rounds. It goes without saying, screw the money. We need to start posting rounds. Dead Fox saving the AWP as well. Just have to try and see what they can do. Hit the 1 minute mark. Haven't really made any progress at all. We're still in towards the B halls, and Neo looks pretty comfortable on their platform right now. Flashbang comes in, but you could see it coming. Doesn't matter to dodge it. And now he knows there's an AWP there. He's not going to be having the opportunity to shoot back after he fires that first shot. So just patrolling this area, and what's their play? They've got 2 smokes now, actually 3. And they're going to be smoked out themselves. Going to have to be waiting a lot more time before they can actually go towards B. So back towards A it is. And unfortunately, they're not showing really any presence towards B. Bondic will bet that by himself towards drop down. Just trying to keep the CTs from rotating. But with the time ticking away, they just have to go all in at any moment now. And I'm pretty sure the CTs can hold this one off. But considering this, Snax is by himself towards A. They do manage to take him down. That timing does work out for them.
Doesn't land the shot, though, Snax. This will force him back behind the hut. Rotation's got to come over there for, and immediately the rotation taken down. It's Pasha, Taz, Bialy, all of them falling. So too is Snax. And HellRaisers, the last round they won, were done so with pistols and Tech 9s. This time they're going to do double up, pick up, and they're going to dominate the site again. You're a long way away from the action.
Just Tech 9s, apparently, is all you need.
Yeah.
Every time. Well, at that point, it was just HellRaisers trying to do a B attack at the start of the round. Couldn't get much from it, couldn't get any presence, got smoked out. They just said, should we just go back towards A and rush middle? And it's actually when Snax decided to pull out his pistol. Oh, look at this.
Do it. Oh, does the... Don't go for the right click. Just give him 2 lefts to let him think about it. That's the way I like it, Henry. Taunting. You got knifed today.
I did. Yeah, not much to do about that.
Chad's just not laughing because he knows I'm trying to wind you up right now.
It's fine. I did. I can admit I got knifed.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
Happens to the best of us.
It does. It does. Never happened to me. That's why I'm not one of the best of us.
Well, VP, their money hasn't been great throughout this, considering the scoreline. It's going to be 2 M4s and 3 pistols, but still, they probably could still find a round here. We'll see whether it's going to be Snax going aggressive again. He actually is. He's towards the end of long A once more, but Pasha, he's going to have the first bit of confrontation here. Sticko waiting towards the upper platform here with Dead Fox. Boosted up once again. Look for that first pick.
Well, if you're a Virtus.Pro fan, this is about as satisfying as being a Canadian hockey fan last night.
What, did they get battered?
Oh, no. We just bent over the USA and sent them back down south of the border where they belong.
What was the score?
Trump can build the wall all he wants. It was, geez, I don't even know what the final score was. 4-1? I can't remember. It was 4. We scored 2 goals in 14 seconds, though. That was lovely. This is the play we want to see. Trigger discipline, late lurk, push. Leave me to your people.
Doesn't even need to knife him.
All right.
Doesn't need to. It's last round. Don't need the money.
Angel did it to them last time, though. So
just getting it
payback.
Yeah. Kind of funny.
I very much like it. I very much like it. Bondic is going to take down Bialy in response, though. He's gone low. He's on 19 HP, which is a problem toward the drop room. His Pasha is going to take Dead Fox. But a passive drop hold. It's Neo. He's got a deagle from far. Stick goes on low. If he can find this shot, it would be wonderful. However, the nade's coming out and pushing him back. It Snax. How does he get in the same position twice? He's been caught this time and taken down by Bondic. If he had got behind him and got another one, I would have just, that would have been it. It would have been the icing on the cake.
You like cake, though?
I do like cake. Mouse Sports fed me a lot of it last week. Bondic, he's going to try and get around the corner in toward the site. He's got Bomb just in front of him to grab, but still 2 Virtus.Pro players staring him down. 9 seconds. I dare say this round has been completed. There's no chance to plant. He's just going to get there now, and unless he pulls off some sort of Kusta 1v3 miracle, well, there you go. It's all done. So there it is, 12-3. Impressive.
What can you say about that one? Let me just break that down for you. I actually made some mental notes there. The rounds HellRaisers actually won. So it was the first gun round where VP had 2 scouts and a FAMAS, and then they won 2 Tech-9 rounds after that. They didn't actually win a single real gun round. So VP definitely looking very comfortable there, I have to say. Never really broke a sweat. It was just HellRaisers getting lucky with some timings on the Tech-9s. But I would say this game's over, but sometimes I've known to be wrong.
Stop talking pizzas here. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, and Matt's found his pizza. He looks a lot happier now, I have to say, in his natural habitat.
Pizza.
I've eaten greasy pizza and watching Counter-Strike.
Didn't get me barbecue chicken either.
What have you got?
What is this, Chad? Pepperoni and
You're
cheese.
making a lovely noise down the microphone, I have to say, when you're chewing.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Yeah.
It's very rude.
Well then, we are
How
going...
very American of me. Our producer's American.
Okay, 12-3. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this one's over, but no, who knows? If HellRaisers pick up the pistol, we always say 12-3 scorelines. It's a bit of a running joke here at Pro League. It never seems to be the end.
It's a good point, actually. So yeah, we should buckle up and get ready for a comeback from HellRaisers, starting with this pistol. Neo's going to probe out the bottom and middle right now, including Danger. That's going to be spotted by Dead Fox, and now they've got a little bit of information, but not yet the rotation coming back over toward the A site.
Well then, it will be VP with 4 players towards long A. Bialy holding towards the B halls as well, and that's where Sticker and Zero look like they want to get a little bit aggressive as well. And VP have got full control of Danger. The bomb's going to be towards that as well. They have got 2 smokes, flashbangs. They can fully execute onto the A site if they wanted to, but Bialy, he's waiting for this push. Sticko, does he dare push any further? Actually, the timing does work out in his favor somehow. Looking for the second frag as well. This kill is very important, but he can't land it. It's going to be Pasha to take him down, and looking for a little bit more hits. His teammates will be grouping up towards the A side. Pasha's just a full-on distraction at this moment. Headshot at Zero as well. That's probably going to peel a couple of CTs away from the A side as he finds the next kill, but here's the A play. Angel to hold them off.
Back inside a hut. Taz has found the shot. This pistol round may not have it. Maybe finally something will go right in a 12-3 scoreline because it's down to a 4 versus 1.
Oh, yes. It looks like it's going to be smooth sailing here for VP. They managed to pick up a pistol there. You can see HellRaisers being a little bit impatient perhaps when they're pushing the upper platform. Didn't have much to work with. They find that first kill, but Pasha, he's the decoy towards the B side. He finds the first kill and a second as well. Starts peeling the CTs away from that A side, and the explosion comes in and VP just completely knocked them down. It's going to be HellRaisers, of course, in the 4 spot in the second round. Don't really have much else to do as we go into round number 2. It's going to be 5.7s, P250s, body armor, head armor, flashbangs, trying to do what they can with the 4-man stack towards the B side. Angel will be by himself towards danger as VP are setting up for the B side attack. Smokes come in. Will this delay them any further? They'll be pushing straight through. Yet to be seen as they're setting themselves up. Spraying for the smoke. And we have got a sawn-off shotgun in the hand of Snacks. We haven't seen that in quite a while since the glory days of Fnatic.
It's true, actually. It's true. JW. J-Dub.
J-Dubs.
Bounce the smoke back out toward the backside tree. This is going to all come down. Dead Fox will be the one to spot. That headshot so tantalizing, but
getting
it won't land.
Oh.
Nope, stick it was, but he gets Bialy. Good call. It's at least one. There's only trade back in. No, and he gets another. Trade back in favor of one. Dead Fox still wreaking havoc. Life in the Dead Fox, you could say, as he plays from the stairwell.
Life in the old Fox, yeah, maybe you could say.
Yeah, something along those lines.
They're
going to pull it off, HellRaisers. So there you go. We thought, yes, 12-3, they win the pistol. It's going to be an eco win, and HellRaisers pick up their 4th.
Well, apparently so. HellRaisers, against all odds, do manage to pull it off with the Desert Eagle. It was the Dead Fox with those 2 glorious Deagle headshots. And VP, of course, will be forcing straight back into this, looking to answer back, as Sticko is going to be the one with the sawn-off shotgun now. This is pretty much the only map we'll ever see this weapon be used on. It was JW, if you're wondering whether you're joking or whatever, if you don't watch much CS. It is a weapon he was famed to use towards this drop-down area. It's just a fast rush here, and if you're going to play Taz's positions, you're going to be able to take him down, as he's on an absolute rampage right now. As they make their way through connector, and it's going to be
Why does this always happen?
4 versus 2 as they go towards the A side.
Don't understand.
The Tech-9s, it's the snowball effect. As soon as you get that first kill, the CTs have a very hard time holding it off.
And Zero takes down Snacks at least, but... Well,
hello.
Didn't
do too much damage. It's okay. I think he just missed him, in fact.
What are you doing, Zero? This isn't FPL. Teamfire works. It's going to be a nice shot to Bialy with Sticko on that sawed-off, though, so at least we'll get 1 kill from it. Taz, 6 HP. But with the bomb down, he's underneath the balcony. He's just got to hold the cross here. That means Pass has got to stay alive. Flash goes out. He'll dodge it off. It's going to blind up Sticko temporarily. Just delay, like we say. Taz, he'll spray away and get 1, but he's only got 6 HP. He's got to stay alive a little bit longer yet because bomb, it's still within reach of Zero, and he's gone. Peace, bro.
Yeah, he had the kit, but to find that kill, and he knew Taz would just be delaying it. Taz finds 3 kills overall. It was that A window play with the Tech-9s before that. It could get a little bit interesting with VP with that Tech-9s in their hands, and of course it did. Zero does save the AK-47, but we're getting very close indeed to being at the end of map number 1. Taz actually posted 20th frag in that round, and it's going to be round number 4. We do have some weapons available for the HellRaisers. We're going to have an AK, obviously saved in the previous round, 2 Pharmacists, a UMP, and an M4 in the hands of Sticko. 1 defuse kit, and not really any nades to speak of. 1 smoke, actually 2, if you'll beg my pardon, and incendiary as well. Angel, aggressive, looking for that pop flash. He's doing it pretty quickly. He's going to get caught with that within his hands in a second. Perfect.
Shot down from Angel with the flash through. Taz was in line to go. He signed up for it, but I think Angel just depleted the ammunition a little bit too soon. As you point out, though, Taz goes down to 30 HP. For anyone wondering, it also works out mathematically that it's 30%. So who says it's health? Who says it's hit points? I mean, you know what I mean. No, don't worry, I messed that one up.
Yeah.
I'll come back to more stronger, guys, I promise.
How's your voice?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Getting better?
Yeah, it's just really stiff.
We don't have any days off in between. Like, we're traveling, which isn't good for your body anyway. And then we're talking the next day relentlessly, right? So, yeah, we should... my voice is always okay. I don't have to talk as much as you.
That's true. We don't talk as much. You just, yeah, that's exactly it. Shouting is not ideal. Don't do that. It hurts your vocal cords. Neo, speaking of ideal, has a Mac 10. I don't know if it really is against the armor, but we'll see if this play is, because he's going to go quickly toward the window. Apparently not. Bondic there with the UMP, going to hold that off. He's going to go down. He rests like Ares among the flower bed. As now it's going to be a push out toward A, and Bayali, he'll clear off corners, get towards Stables. It's the outside of Stables. They're playing not quite spotting the helmet. Dead Fox, he could wrap around and try and catch him, but they're going to play Ring Around the Rosie, or Ring a Rosie, whatever Pansy always puts it as in the British term instead. And it will go the round to HellRaisers. 5 rounds now for them. Still 14 for Virtus.Pro, so it's just a matter of time, inevitably.
Just to confirm, it is Ring Around the Rosie.
That's what I always say too, Ring Around the Rosie.
Yeah.
She says Ring a Rosies, like as if you're running a ring around the, around a ring of roses.
Forced by VP, they want to end this as quickly as possible. They don't want to allow their money to settle or stabilize. They're just going to keep going at the Tech 9s, and I guess they won the previous one, so why not? Let's see what happens here as HellRaisers potentially may be able to continue this game out a little bit further as we go into round number 5. It's going to be an A-sided attack with those Tech 9s. They've got the smokes to work with. Can just do a little execute at this point. I think I just saw a smoke over the top of the map as well. That could be landing towards Connector from what I saw. Dead Fox, there it is. He has to fall back. I love that. That's actually all the way from the top middle. That's actually pretty nifty. Walking while he's doing it as well. Very fast way to do it.
We need to learn that one. We need to implement that strategy immediately. As Neo, he'll get a trade against Angel. Tech 9 again. Dead Fox gonna get pushed back. He's in the open here, but he's trying to swing and use that APC. It's not gonna work. Snacks. He'll find yet another with a Tech 9 and 0. He's got 0 kills from the balcony.
These Tech 9 rounds have been absolutely absurd this game. Seems like every team, every half is each team is picking them up on the T side. There's 1 minute remaining. Sticker still has a shadow winning this one. The boost.
Are they gonna go boost B?
Yeah, and I think he actually is
well
as well.
there.
Should be nailing that kill. There it is.
So Neo just came out from under balcony. That might give it away. Snacks is going to try and play this on the edge of the smoke. Doesn't spot him. Crosshair not placed long enough, and I think Sticko actually did get the crosshair onto the radar because Snacks gets spotted through the edge of it. It's going to now be 6 rounds for HellRaisers. The Tech 9s cannot prevail this time. Still, though, just 2 to go for Virtus.Pro.
I don't think they can bide this round, although they could get the Tech 9s armored again. Is it worth it? Should we just finish this game off now? So they will. It's going to be Desert Eagle, PT50, that's it. Flashbang as well. So HellRaisers making this scoreline a little bit more competitive. I'm not going to start speculating that they could pull this back in any sort of convincing manner, but we'll see what they can do. As Dead Fox has got the AWP. Once again, Glass Cannon. I don't think that's going to be a problem, considering he knows he's up against an eco. He can just sit far back and get that first kill and stay within safety at that stage. It will be eventually towards drop down here. We have that one flash, it bounces off the wall. They'll be going in together and trying to overwhelm the CT player that could be in drop down, but there's no one there. Bonding's actually playing towards the window in the Taz position, so they'll be absolutely fine. This will be in vain for the terrorists.
Taz is gonna bust down. No one bought the head armor like I do on a Glock save.
Yeah, that's your new
That's
tactic.
the new meta. You never know when you're gonna pick up a gun, and then the aim punch isn't a factor.
And it all comes up steadicast.
Exactly. Bondic, meanwhile, though, is gotten the first kill. They'll walk in toward the drop. Sicko knows it was given up, and inside the flashbang manages to find Pasha as well. I'll take it. I'll give it to you.
Looks a little bit too comfortable in that flashbang.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. What are you suggesting? What are you insinuating,
I'm
Henry?
saying looks very comfortable.
Don't you dare start the conspiracy theories.
No, I'm saying it's comfortable. He was fine with
You
it.
probably think Bush did 9/11.
Let's not get into that can of worms, shall we?
Can of snakes.
Snake in the grass, as you would say.
Snakes on the plane. And I'm sick and tired of it.
5 AKs, we finally have some actual weapons here for VP. At round number 7, we've got the orb in the hands of Dead Fox, so he's going to be towards long A by himself. If he goes down, it's pretty much round over, but he's in a position to get 1 frag and actually fall back. There it is. And he's going to be smoking himself into safety, and he's absolutely fine. Taz is the first player to drop.
Smart play from Dead Fox. Play outside stables. I always think it's such a fragile position to play outside the stables, but the thing is, no one wide peeks that, because when you do, you're so vulnerable to everywhere inside of the site.
Yeah, you've got cover from, like, you have to really look at the balcony, APC, towards top and middle as well. It's the last place you're going to check, right? So it actually gives you a really nice angle towards the top and middle. That's what you'll be watching. You're not trying to defend long A from that point. You're actually just trying to buy enough time here, footsteps towards long A, and then call for your teammates to back you up.
Yeah, they just trying to buy out some time right now for Virtus.Pro, who go down a man again early. We said 12-3 was that scoreline that seems to be haunting us throughout the course of the season. Well, it's 14-7, and momentum firmly in the hands of the Hells. Angels, HellRaisers. Hells Angels is a gang, and Angel plays for HellRaisers, so it kind of works.
Yeah.
The alley gonna get toward the window. It's Bondic this time that's holding it, and those heads look so tempting for that M4, but it's Snacks instead that will jump up. Sticko's gonna try and creep back in behind them. Sticko's nearly made it work, aside from the last little bit of detail, which is aim, unfortunately. So they've got in toward the hut. The problem is, even still, with Sticko missing these shots, he can't go down. He's the one that's holding them off away from rotating back, but look at the rest of the team. They just surround them. Bomb's going to get out inside a hut, and Neo, he's going to fall immediately after to 0.
Okay then, well, 14-8. HellRaisers are somehow making a convincing case of this. The scoreline's currently going to be 5-2 here on the second half. After we get the pistol, VP can't close his game out. It's going to be another EK for them. HellRaisers seem to be closing the gap round by round, and maybe we'll have a game on our hands. HellRaisers actually have taken some really interesting teams to overtime as well. I think we saw there was a series versus Fnatic. I might be mistaken on that. I think there are 2 overtimes of them in Pro League and actually picked up one of the maps. I think that's actually accurate, you know. One of them was Cobble.
Congratulations on being accurate. Because Sticko, oh, he nearly wasn't, but somehow gets a 3K out of that as they run through his Molotov. He gets his one in the air, catches one in front of him, and Dead Fox will come back around to get snacks, leaving just Pasha, who picked up a kill at least. Onto Sticko, the man with 3K. 0 to close it. We go 14-9. They are bringing this back, Henry.
Apparently so. VP,
we should have known.
Yeah, we should have known. It was 12-3, but like we said, this scoreline always seems to be haunting the team in the huge lead there, but it will be 14-9, and we do have the orb set up for Dead Fox once again. 5 AKs, this time they have all the grenades to work with VP. Once you get to round number 15, though, that's like the mental block lifted. You actually can just feel like, okay, we can be a little bit looser now. We've got better rounds to work with. Just getting this elusive 15 can be a little bit of a problem there. I missed throwing smoke there towards the upper platform. That would have been from T-Spawn.
Yep. It's hard to make gamers look up, so set smokes make us realize how pretty the roofs are on this map, in case you were wondering. He'll smoke off toward the top of the door. That means a fast play, but the bait and switch in toward long, and it's Dead Fox to find Neo. Snacks is going to get up the mid position, the mid ramp, but Sticko's already spotted him, and having not been able to land that, the flash goes over. It's an easy lineup to take down the bomb carrier. Bialy pulls it back 4 versus 2. But look at the T's or the CT positions right now, just everywhere on top of the A site. There's no way through.
Good flashbangs as well, working together effectively. They're going to find double figures here. We still might have a game on our hands. Can you imagine if HellRaisers actually brought it back and win? There's still actually a possibility of that.
This is shocking, actually, at this point in time.
There's no money really available for VP. They could force into this, but I would not recommend it. 2 players on sub 4K. It would, there's a pause coming in as well. They're actually a little bit overwhelmed at this point. It's going to be, what, 6 clean rounds for HellRaisers in a row. Solid CD defense so far. VP just can't close this one out after getting the 12-3. We said it's a T-sided map, but so far tonight, it's been anything but that. Well then, we haven't seen the T-side orb yet. You can see they've done a lot of force buys. They're trying to close it out as quickly as possible. And now it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, guys, we might actually lose this. This could actually happen. This could be real life. So
it could be. I mean, this would be a loss you, at this point in the season, you can't really afford to concede.
Yeah, the HellRaisers, I'm not going to give them the term the whipping boys of the league, but it's a team you definitely should be beating to actually guarantee yourself a place to land, right? Like, if everyone else is beating them, you need to be picking up points there as well.
Yeah, relish the role of spoiler is their job, and right now they're trying to do exactly that.
Oh, here we go then. The buy comes in, they're forcing it as well, VP.
Why not?
So they need to get a bomb down here. They obviously will be a maximum stage loss bonus.
Situation, isn't it?
I'm not sure it would. I don't think I'll be able to scout. I hope for the best. They still have got the AKs around them. It's not the worst force buy, right? It's fine. It's just not ideal. Like, I don't think they've got to that point in their return where they have to make these sort of moves. If they get the bomb down and they got the maximum loss bonus, it's fine going forward, right? They still get a full buy out of that. But if they don't get the bomb down, it could potentially mean another eco. And we'll see what this brings to the table as we do go into round number 10 in the second half. I didn't think we'd get anywhere near this sort of depth of the second half, but here it is. Dead Fox aggressive towards long A. Maybe go for that first initial pick once again. No warp up against him, so maybe he'll find something out of this. And it is going to be that fast VP play towards long A. We know Chad likes this one, and we'll see whether it works out for them.
Well, it's Dead Fox that may not like this one because, well, all right, he gets back in time. He nearly gets caught in toward danger, but timing is everything for this man, and he's going to smoke that off as well. He plays very passive, conservative, but a leg shot on the Taz could be threatening. Goes back to the pistol smartly. So he's got time to recock, reload, and get ready for it, but unfortunately, VP busts around the corner too fast. And it's just Sticko now on top of the A site. Rotations just a little bit late. There's one player, Bodnik, inside the balcony, but if they hold them off, if they don't push in Virtus.Pro, there's a flank rotation coming through right now. in the form of 0, and they've done it. They've done enough to slow them down tremendously. Sticko closes it. They don't even need the flank. It's now 14-11, and HellRaisers are looking more and more convincing.
Yeah, absolutely. VP trying their classic 4 towards long A at that point, trying to stick together, overwhelm teams with the firepower they have, but unfortunately for them, it was actually a really nice smoke placement from Dead Fox, who said he was playing that all towards long A. He legs Taz and has the audacity to face once again, and peeks around the corner, takes him down, and at that point, we have actually got to 14-11. Sticko with some great little aim there. He actually had a really poor round before, but he makes up for it at that one. Gets 3 kills, and it's going to be number 11. And the Tech 9s have been brought out. It's a partial by an order of 4 from VP, so let's not get too excited. But still, they have shown they can win rounds with these weapons. Let's be fast up towards middle, smoking the connector, and let's see if they can catch any CTs out of position here. But Angel and Dead Fox, they open up the scoreboard as Bondic chimes in as well. It looks like another round is going to be all for naught. But Snacks has got the bomb down. That definitely does help go towards the money into the next round. And all probably can come out next round, Matt.
Well, it might be something they need. Piali at least getting 1 kill more out of this. He's got an AWP.
Save it.
Bondic's gotten his teammate, so you're right, potentially the time to do so. He'll tank the nade, and they're going to wrap around behind him, so the chance to save is getting limited, and Sticko just nails a shot. It's simple as that. This is now 14-12. Virtus.Pro are looking Virtus.Pooey.
Nice. You're such a wordsmith, Matthew.
Thanks, I try really hard.
To be fair to Piali, they were going to have a full buy anyway. That round was almost impossible for him. It's a horrible plan. It's not like he was going to defend it. I think he would have been better off just trying to save it and just boosting the totals of his teammates. But who knows? It's going to be 4 AKs and an all for Snacks. So he said after that plan, I was very lucky to bring that out. But this is actually getting a bit scary now. This game certainly isn't a foregone conclusion. 12-3 on the CT side, I would say it probably should have been. And especially after you win the pistol as well, that should be GG at that point. But apparently HellRaisers, they are trying to fight back into this one. It's getting very close now. 1 round for VP to actually get to the match point. I think at that point it'll be over, but I can't seem to find it just yet. It's Pasha. He goes towards long A once again. It's going to be a 4-man setup to this area once more. They're trying to go to their bread and butter and lock it down, but Pasha, that's sloppy. Just walking through. You know, Dead Fox has been playing there every single round of an AWP. And he just walks out by himself and doesn't really bait anything out. Doesn't need a flash. Just walks out with the AK in hand and gets wrecked.
Shocking stuff that we're witnessing right now, I have to say.
Imagine if you put up like a bet on a half-time for HellRaisers to win this game. Like, you'd have been absolutely laughing.
I don't know anything about betting.
Well, you don't know anything about it. Maybe you won't understand.
It's kind of true, yeah.
But like sometimes you can,
I know
like,
a few things about tequila.
Oh, yeah, that's your forte.
Well, Molotov to stairs, Molotov to arch, 0 to push into it. This seems to be the common counter as of late. Get toward the smoke, get in position, but Neo finally getting an entry kill for Virtus.Pro. It's Sticko to back off this, and Piali, he'll follow it up, but Bondic spring and catches a loose Taz, and Piali falls to his hands as well. Finally, Snacks will put him down, but the HP, it's gone, so 2 of the members. Neo left alive and wandering around without a monitor turned on, perhaps. It's now 1 round the difference, and HellRaisers at 13. I cannot believe this is happening again from a 12-3 half.
It's actually real life. I thought we were just joking before, and it's never going to happen again. But apparently it is. VP just can't close this one out. They look a little bit lost right now. They've taken the pause already. They're force buying again. They have got a Tech 9 in the hands of Snacks this time. Here's the AWP before. They have got 4 rifles, but it's still a decent buy. They have got the smokes, Molotovs. But 1 more round will tie things up. This is absolutely nuts. HellRaisers could definitely still win this, and I would say we're in the overtime territory. I feel like VP will pull one back, and HellRaisers will play it to overtime. I'd say that's almost a guarantee at this point. That's what these games normally lead to when someone just can't finish the game off. They find 1 round and then they have to give it to overtime. We'll see what happens here. Round 13. So far, it's going to be a B-sided attack for VP. 4 towards the drop down, and Bondic defensive once again. 0 and Sticko holding up the platform.
This is shocking, depressing, elating, deflating. I'm not sure which. Take your pick. Take your side of the coin. Heads or tails, Henry?
Tails. Tails never fails.
Tails never fails. But if you pick head, you're dead.
Exactly.
I get it. I see your logic. Technically, it fails 50% of the time, says Matt, our producer. He's a smart man.
Thanks for that. Didn't know the whole concept.
Has anyone ever proven that theory? Has anyone ever looked at the weight on each side of the coin?
Depends on the coin, depends on the country.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
yeah, Sticko. He's relocated himself away from the flames this time, not toward the smoke, but rather Inside by the tree, an Angel flash, not spotted as they get toward the top of the middle, but it's Bondic who actually picks up another kill on Neo. We might be looking at 14-14 as they're losing men everywhere. Taz goes down, Snacks though, he's pulled it back and Bialy's there for the trade. Bondic will find it immediately after. It's down to just Snacks remaining. And there's 12 seconds on the clock, bomb down inside of the B site, and they hear him coming toward the door, but a headshot on Bondic. He's got to bail away, Sticko's just got to stay alive, he cannot plant. The round goes 14-14, unless Snacks can catch him, and he cannot. He's evaded him. It's going to be a situation. Oh, stay alive. Don't lose the weapon. Even worse. Insult to injury. How's the salt? How's the wound? Bleed it out. Don't care. You just lost a 12-3 half after winning the pistol in the second as well, Virtus.Pro.
Oh, dear.
This is awful.
Yeah, they look a little bit lost here, right? Like, it's HellRaisers, they're doing a fine job. That doesn't take anything away from it. It's just so shocking to see VP not being able to close it out. They're seeing out of ideas. The executions are done poorly. They're taking lots of really questionable faces at starts. Another partial by this time, and Deadfox not pulling the trigger just yet, but there it is. Lands the first shot, takes down Neo, looking for more here as the smoke comes in. That'll be his signal to fall back, but Angel looking to mow them down.
And this is the big thing. Maybe this fast-paced play can catch them off, but Angel distracts long enough. Bondic's able to push back through the smoke, and once again, there's one man standing. It's map point for HellRaisers. Shocking stuff. And on the other side of the coin, we just had Metis casting the secondary game off stream, G2.
Yep.
They came back as well in their game. So couldn't tell you. Just saw Shocks tweeting about it in an incredible fashion. Don't know who they were playing. Can't remember. Don't care. Heroic.
Okay.
There you go.
15-14, like I said, I would say it's always guaranteed to be overtime. No one ever has these sort of comebacks. It's always overtime, Matt. It's like 12-3. No one has a center comeback. It doesn't happen. It's always overtime.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Deagle for Neo, though, could be a bit of a problem in that, and the fact that we've not really seen much at all in terms of execution from Virtus.Pro.
If all else fails, let's whip it out. Hope for the best. Not really common on
It's usually my logic.
Yeah.
On
it's not normally common on Cobble. Okay, it might actually be happening at this point. Neo goes down first, like I said. He only had the Deagle. He's trying to do what he could towards drop down, but it's the 5-on-4. VP being very careful now, trying to just find that first pick. Snacks boosted up in that position. We saw Deadfox in so many times on their T-half. One round will do it after a 12-3 deficit. Who would have thought on the unfavored side they could actually come back and make this happen? Apparently, HellRaisers believed the whole time. They never had any doubt. As we go into the final round here, 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, HellRaisers fans be like...
Ruined, saved, Vac, believe.
Flash will go to the corner. It's Pasha that gets caught by that. He'll just snug himself into the corner. I just broke something on the monitor. Maybe that's what Virtus.Pro did too, because they're having trouble spotting anything on the way through to these sites. Bialy finally gets a trade, but it's 0 onto Taz, and this is going to happen. It's all down to Bialy and Virtus.Pro. I imagine they're probably not even talking to each other at this point because things are shocking. Bialy's going to try and put this into overtime, but in all fairness, the game should have been done ages ago. HellRaisers with an incredible comeback for what, the 6th time from a 12-3 half this year. That is just unbelievable.
I'm lost for words. I've never seen anything like that, and not for a long time at least. Especially, I think the VP fresh off the victory at DreamHack, a big LAN, going convincingly battering Cloud9 on this very map, and it looked like to be exactly the same going to this one. It's going to be 12-3 for their first half on the CT, no less as well. You win the pistol in the second half, and you still can't close the game out. They even got a tick 9 force buy in there as well, and the thing is, that was their problem. They looked a little bit too cocky at the start there. Instead of just actually building things up and actually allowing themselves to get to those gun rounds, they kept force buying. Then you could see their executions looking a bit poor. Their teammates were actually being a little bit too aggressive, and it all started falling apart. They took the pause, just couldn't recover, and that's what we're used to seeing from VP after a big LAN victory.
Yeah, that was on another level. That was just, I don't even know what to say. So I'm going to send it to 3 people who probably still don't know what to say, but at least they're good at faking it. Back over to you guys on the desk.
12-3, and you win the pistol. 13-3 up, and you lose. 16-14. Aliens.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh.
Scientists baffled.
You're
14-4?
Yes,
14-4.
14-4.
14-4.
16-14.
Do we say anything about the game? Like, okay, so...
Okay.
No matter how, like, sometimes it's just about the most basic things in CS, right?
Okay.
I think that in both halves it came down to trades. That, you know, both teams were really bad at trading kills. I think that VP almost did the same amount of mistakes in terms of throwing away advantages. They didn't have that many rounds when they got the entry kill. I actually think HellRaisers had more, but you could see how them entering a bomb site, this is something that you would rarely see with VP. They weren't able to get a trade on the guy who had first contact with them, right? The first player was able to get 2 kills most of the time, which is enough, right? He buys enough time for the other players to come in. His teammate on the bomb site gets 1 more, and that's a 3v2 already with positional advantage as well. So I think that I'm honestly very, very surprised that VP on T side Cobble, which should be one of their strongest sides in the game, are unable in 12 rounds to get 2.
Yes, I couldn't have put it any better myself, Yanko. T side Cobble, Chad. I mean, I know that you at one point just stopped watching. You went, okay, 14-4, sweet.
This
Okay,
is
right, I'm just gonna go, have a quick wee, get ready for the desk, tidy your hair, and then we sat there for 30 minutes.
Yeah, so I also agree about the trading thing. So if you look at when HellRaisers were executing onto the sites, they were running in, and they got up to the point where, okay, I was like, okay, this is the perfect point. Now we actually execute, and this is the point where we trade out and we get everything. They did everything perfect up to that point. There was a couple of times Snacks gave away his life, and they had a 4v5 advantage. And when they executed, there was like a round where Taz was at stables and he got 3 kills with the silenced M4, and it's like, come on, guys, if you shoot him at the same time, that's impossible. They were just running out 1 at a time. Yeah. I actually thought HellRaisers had some pretty nice strats. Like they had one where they like to smoke off the exit of long, just near stables, and all go up mid, right? So that's to negate the player who likes to play at that area. So it's like, okay, well, we know Snacks, he likes to lurk around and stuff. We'll smoke him off, we'll push up, we'll take the bomb site, and then we'll play the round. But when they did it, they just couldn't, trade. They were getting multi-fragged, and they weren't able to get any ground in the map.
So, gents, we always talk about, how much of a mind game CS is. We always talk about how you get in your opponent's head, you get in your own head. There's so many different, facets to the mindset, social media, in-game, everything, blah, blah, blah. Virtus.Pro just lost that at 14-4 lead on Cobblestone. They already have a bit of a kind of a negative connotation to their online play. Is there a genuine kind of cause for concern coming into the next map, Mirage?
I mean, we were talking about it in the pre-game, right? That VP needs to have a 2-0 here for them to basically, negate those rumors or whatever, of their online play, and they surely failed to do that here. And I can see 2 things happening now. VP are completely mad and they go on a tear on Mirage and they completely rip a new one for HellRaisers, or they just tilted off the face of the planet. And that doesn't mean that HellRaisers is going to win Mirage. It just means that there's a good chance of it repeating, right? That it's not impossible. Because you would on paper put VP as a favorite on both maps.
I mean, you would, and we'll be talking more about that after our break. Chad will be starting with you when we do come back. But for now, we're going to go ahead and catch our breath, as I'm sure Virtus.Pro are too. Maybe just taking a couple of moments away from the mouse and keyboard just to...
If it's still in one piece, of course.
I was going to say watch the sunset. It's a little late for that. They can just stare into the stars, perhaps, for a moment and hopefully find their form once again. We're going to be bringing you Mirage after the break, but right now I'm bringing you the Score Esports application. You can grab it on your smartphone. It's absolutely free and enables you to keep track of all of those goodies. News, articles, statistics, all of the stuff in between, and even some videos up there as well for your CSGO, League of Legends, and even Dota. So you go grab that, and when we come back, we'll see if Virtus.Pro can get the plow rolling once more.